to for the gods.
We're going to see Gads, and Gaddy says hi. Say hi.
Where are you? We were looking for you.
She was still eating.
So, what's your name?
What's your name?
Angel.
Angel.
Okay. And
So you are?
an angel.
Yeah.
Not Spiros.
Okay.
So, Angel, guess what?
What?
Everybody's working for you today. You know that? I know. As always.
Hi guys, this is SKYE family, and today we are at
Acropolis.
Acropolis.
The whole area here, before it was named Athens, it had two previous names. The first name that this territory, this section had, it was called Aktiki, like we say Attica, but
Attica.
with a K, A-K,
Yeah.
Aktiki. Aktikos was a mythical king that he forced one of his three daughters. We have an empty rock, and the first temple, it's here in the middle. Marble base, but the rest it was from wood. 100 years later, they replaced it with a marble one to make it last in time. And it was moved in the section of the Parthenon is. The Parthenon is the third and the last one that was made for Athena. The second one was destroyed from the Persians after the Spartans fought in the battlefield in Thermopylae. It's decoration. You're gonna see in the Temple of Athena Nike and the Erechtheion this type of columns with the circles.
holds the...
The Doric holds mostly the weight. The Doric are all the Parthenons. You're gonna see how the blocks of the marble are standing over, and by watching the different capitals, you're gonna realize that it's much stronger. And the Corinthian presents the acanthus flower. Acanthus, we see it historically growing up in Corinth, and the person that was inspired from that flower, and he made that capital, it was called Callimachos, and of course he was a Corinthian. This capital, you will not see it upstairs. We're going to see it in the second stop, which is the Temple of Zeus. What? The marble roof. We don't have wooden ceramics here. So, can we understand why the outside columns are going like this?
So that's Athena right there? Or
Yeah.
okay.
That's a statue that was made from the architect of the Parthenon. Is the same person that made the statue of Zeus at Olympia, the birthplace of the Olympic Games. And in the right corner, we have the Temple of Athena Nike. Nike is the word Nike, which means victory. That was made from Kallikratis, the second associate of Phidias, and it was used for private honoring. So far we have two buildings, two for Athena. And this is how it was when it was first constructed, the entrance. And from here, it's where they were pulling up all the stuff up at the top. Okay? We continue. Left-hand side of the Parthenon, it's behind us, we are here. This is the Erechtheion, 420 BC. That was used for the honoring of the rest of the gods. The Ottomans, they were using it as a residence, and the Roman emperors later on after Zero Christ, the same thing. Completely different. Styleless side roof with 6 women statues is of the famous Caryatides daughters. These 6 statues are copies. 6 Ionic order of columns, very common this ceramic cone decoration up at the roof, and battle fighting presentation over here. So these are the only 3 buildings that they are up at the top. We have 2 theaters below, and then I will set you free.
Okay.
Orchestra.
Orchestra.
It comes from the Greek word orchestra. It's the circle of the stage. Today we are referring to the band of the musicians. The first lines is thrones for the VIPs, and as you see, the spectator seats are rising up and they are in yours to create acoustics, to trap the sound inside the theater.
So the sound will travel much further.
Yeah. I will show you the theater of Epidaurus, the one with the amazing acoustics in the middle. And this is how it was. So pay attention to this architecture. 17,000 people can fit in. Look, the architecture here. What a difference. The difference has to do with the circles, the arches. This is the Roman architecture. Herodes Atticus had decorated statues of a member of his family that he removed when he left. And we have a very active theater with a lot of performances every year. Out of the rock.
I got it right here. Pass, please. Hold on, Baba.
How do you say thank you again?
Ευχαριστώ. Ευχαριστώ.
Aristo.
Pass, please.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, take it off.
This place was not like the open air theaters of the ancient world. That was a roof, had a roof, and it was made of wood and tiles. And unfortunately, it only lasted 100 years, like from 2nd century AD that was made by Herodes, a very popular name in the Roman Empire. Anyway, that was put on fire and the roof collapsed by the Hercules, barbarians of the central pile, to realize that these are crystals, and that explains the myth that says Poseidon and Athena competed for the name of Athens. We're to the point that around 4000 BC, the top of the Acropolis has a wall, like a retaining wall, that the small rocks show us much later reconstructions, and the big blocks, the very early ones. So even from the rock, we understand the era. So right in front of us, we have a reconstruction that took place in 1936, with the foundation being the original of the 6th century BC. Reaching now the monumental gate, imagine that we're part in a ceremony that was starting from down below the Agora. I think you're heading
This is
there
the Agora
after
here?
This is down there, the Agora, darling. Come and see. And all this green area down below is called Agora, the Agora. This is where the educated, philosophical, and commercial and political spot of Athens used to be. The temple you see there that looks like a small Parthenon is nothing else but a temple earlier than the Parthenon. Parthenon is the temple dedicated to Athena. Always is Athena, the Acropolis, you know? But around the Acropolis, there were other gods and goddesses being worshipped. The Agora is where the parliament used to be, the government used to, meet, with 500 members. And right next to the Greek Agora is the Roman Agora, the Hadrian's Library. This is now the northern slope of the Acropolis, with down below 4 more archaeological sites. Out there, you see where democracy is born. To the left of the Silver Dome. Come a little bit higher to see it.
We'll take a picture right here.
Jean, come up here so it's a nice picture.
Right there on your background? Are they trying to fix this one?
This is from the Roman era,
Uh-huh.
and it's because it's falling apart, they had to support it.
Okay.
The Romans did not know how the Greek land is functioning with so many earthquakes we have.
Yeah.
Angel, look at this. This is the Temple of Athena Nike, and this is where the term Nike comes from.
The Nike, the shoes Nike?
What was the last battle against the Persians?
What is Nike again? Democracy?
Victory.
A victory?
Yes.
Victory.
Democracy is democracy. You know Nike. And this is the older foundation. Before the Persians would destroy everything,
Yeah.
because the Persians, the Iranians today, wanted to conquer Europe, but the Greeks did not let them.
This wasn't like this, right?
We're now going through the monumental gate. Without
This wasn't like this before? No,
there
this
was
is
just
like-
staircase.
Okay.
You see underneath like this.
Yeah, it's like this.
Have changed. Can you imagine? Angel, look at this. Doric, Ionian. You know the colors? Doric is like very simple, and Ionian is the spiral. And
It's still here.
this had the roof. Unfortunately, the roof has been gone.
Wow.
Because the Turkish, during the Turkish occupation, were using the marble of the monuments to make the homes. And this
Look at
is
these
the model.
marbles. Wow.
We have cats here. Do you like cats? So, you're not allergic to cats, are you?
She's not.
These are cats. In Greece, this is the, we don't put them to sleep in their story. Imagine that here on your left-hand side there would be a statue made of bronze that could be seen from Cape Sunion in Temple of Poseidon, where
Where we're going, yeah. Uh-huh.
and that was like 9 meters tall, showing Athena as a warrior. And there is where Athena and Poseidon competed, Angel.
So is this guy, huh?
Because
girl.
Athena gave the olive tree to her people,
Uh-huh.
and Poseidon threw his trident and water jumped out. So it's interesting that the Athenians after that made a temple there to the women, and the rest of the hill becomes a Turkish village. And here is the amazing Parthenon. What is the Parthenon?
This is the Parthenon, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
8 columns on the short side, 17 on the long side. We have the columns inclining, supporting the very heavy roof. That was made of marble tiles. One marble tile used to be 110 pounds each. And one column, something like 50 pounds.
This is where Athena used to what?
This is Athena's temple.
This is Athena's
worship.
temple.
You know these pieces of marble?
This is marble too?
Yes, yeah, everywhere is marble. This is, you know, now it's going to be joined together. So slowly, things are improving. Give me your number.
Si Daddy nagko-ano.
Oh my gosh, what is
This is the Parthenon.
Only 9 years. In total, 15. And inside was the golden statue of Athena, made of gold and ivory. Because Athena represents the highest aura. It's our destiny, the spiritual path of life, you know?
Yeah. Guys, come here. Let's go now.
Last year,
It's a 0
10 months
kilometer.
ago,
I don't know what is
they
this.
made the path. You know,
Okay.
Oh,
They
okay.
dressed it.
So this is a marble too, huh?
And they left some pieces to see how the surface, how slippery it was, so this is the native rock. All right? And this is the hill of Lycabettus, Dionysus, and there were many statues there showing the assembly of the gods watching the birth of Athena. And then the roof collapsed. Why the roof collapsed, although it was made of marble and the joints were metal?
They bombed it?
2 years ago, are they?
Did they bomb it? It collapsed. Earthquake!
1,000 people and then becomes huge for more than 17,000 spectators. And it will join together with the Asclepion. Down here is the hospital of the antique. You know, if it's weak, the instinct comes out and destroys lives, you know. So I like that myth, you know.
It's Athena. Get the city of Athens. Ah.
Hi guys, thanks for watching Sky and Family. Watch more of our exciting Sky and Family videos. Bye, love you.